Now I ask you, is that any fit enterprise for a military man? Have a seat, Philip, Templeton said with a negligent gesture at several chairs in front of his cluttered desk. That was another thing about him. He was much too sloppy in his habits. Thank you, sir, I said formally, and sat as stiff as a ramrod as befits someone of rank. Colonel Templeton rifled through a stack of papers, then looked up. He seemed deeply troubled and studied me a while before saying, "Do you like it here at Fort Leavenworth?" "What is there to like, sir?" I answered honestly. "Our quarters are Spartan, our food is barely worthy of the name. We waste far too much time in drills and on parade when we should be out in the field campaigning against hostiles. The heat is atrocious and saps a man's vitality, and the humidity is—" I had more to complain about, but he stopped me by lifting a hand. "I take it that's a no." The colonel sighed and leaned back. "I suppose to someone with your background, conditions here would be primitive." "Sir?" "Come now, Philip. We both know your family is enormously wealthy. Your father is a senator." "My background, as you call it, sir, has no bearing on my assessment of the post. And for your edification, I have severed ties with my father, and have not heard from him in several months." "Oh?" Colonel Templeton tapped an envelope on his desk. "He writes me regularly to request updates on your performance." I was so mad I must have flushed red. "Would you mind telling me why you severed ties?" When I did not answer right away, the colonel added, "Consider this a personal request, not an order. I never pry into the private affairs of those under me, unless it directly relates to their duties." "In that case, sir," I responded, "I would rather not say." I couldn't get over it. Once again, my father was meddling, when I had made it as plain can be that I wanted to make a go of it on my own. "Very well," Colonel Templeton said. "Let's get on with it." "With what, sir?" I said, eager to talk about something else. "As you are probably aware, Captain Keene is on routine patrol. Captain Dugan is escorting a wagon train as far as South Pass, while Captain Tyler is dealing with some trouble involving the Pawnees. Captain Frazier is in the infirmary, and Captain Hindman won't be back from his furlough for another 10 days. I did not quite see the point to all this, and made a comment to that effect. "My point, Philip, is that all of my experienced officers are otherwise engaged when I have need of them. Major Bannister is still here, of course, but when I leave for Washington in a week to testify at a government inquiry, he assumes command in my absence. So the assignment I have in mind must be given to a junior officer. Are you interested?" I almost came out of my chair. "Need you ask, sir?" I had been there 4 months and had not once been sent beyond the gate. "To be honest, Philip, I haven't quite made up my mind. It's extremely dangerous, if I say so myself. It would entail leading a column to the Rocky Mountains and conducting an investigation into an alleged massacre. The Rockies. I could have whooped with glee. Long ago I had heard wondrous and exciting tales about those faraway ramparts, and the legion of fierce beasts and bloodthirsty heathens inhabiting them. I would give anything to see the Rockies with my own eyes, to venture where few whites have ever gone. But to avoid appearing childish,